exactly the St. Gregory, is it? I hope you got some sleep.
Oh, are you kidding? Even for a college roommate, this is above and beyond the call. I promise you I'll be out of here as soon as my place is ready.
Oh, don't be silly. I love having you here. We've got lots to catch up on.
Yeah. We could start with Peter. How are things between you two?
Long distance. He's coming back from New York today, and we've hardly spoken since he left. We had a stupid argument over nothing. It just got out of hand.
He's home, you'll talk. You'll work things out. Believe me, the minute he sees you again.
We may only have a minute. Remember the renovation I mentioned we had decided to put on the back burner? Well, Peter's changed his mind. He sent word that the project's a go. He's bringing back Devin Sloan to design the new St. Gregory.
Oh, isn't she that jet-set beauty they keep raving about in Architectural Digest?
It's Peter. Nothing is too good for the St. Gregory. Speaking of which, I am on my way.
No, hey, are we still on for the movie tomorrow night?
You better believe it. I'd pay to watch Bruce Willis read the phone book.
Back, Mr. McDermott.
Thank you, Gina. Welcome to your new assignment.
I'd forgotten how magnificent the St. Gregory is. It's going to be very hard to improve upon.
That's why I hired the best.
It's marvelous. It's so 40s. It's really going to be a challenge.
Are Miss Sloane's rooms ready?
Yes, sir. Miss Sloane is in the Versailles suite.
We hope you'll find your stay comfortable.
Thank you. I'm sure I will.
Welcome back, sir.
Thanks.
Welcome home.
Devin, this is my general manager, Christine Francis. Devin Sloane.
How do you do?
How do you do? Trip go well?
Well, I managed to get away with New York's top designer, didn't I?
I sent another cart for the rest.
You should see me when I don't travel late.
Eric will show you up to your suite. I'll come by when you settle.
All right.
Right this way, Miss Sloan.
Well, it's good to have you back.
Thanks.
We have a lot to talk about.
Why don't you brief me on the way up?
I think that's an endangered species.
Nope. Absolutely one of a kind. But can't you cook?
Hello, hello. Hey, Keith, how'd it go at Van Fleet's? Great. Your jeweler has agreed to show a few of my pieces.
That's terrific.
Way to go, buddy. Got time for coffee before you take off? Oh, man, I wish I could, but I have to check out another promising prospect. But I'll see you later, right? 8 o'clock? Mm-hmm. Great. Well, it seems to be working out between you two. Chalk up a point for Griffin, matchmaker.
Keep this up and blind dating may just come back into style.
Kathy, where have you been hiding yourself?
As far away from you as possible.
Oh, come on, come on. You're not still mad about the other night.
Look, you're lucky I didn't have you thrown in jail.
Have a nice day.
You've done a great job of holding down the fort, as usual.
Peter, there are some things we really
I know
need
my decision to hire Devin came as a surprise,
to put it mildly.
but I was just lucky to get her between assignments.
Lucky.
She's just been named designer of the 80s, you know?
Impressive. I've done a lot of thinking while you've been gone.
And look, I know Devin's tastes run to modern, but will you hear her ideas? You're gonna love them. Very East Coast, high-tech, very now.
That's wonderful. But in case you've forgotten, the St. Gregory happens to be very then. now is...
I know she's intimidating, but believe me, under all that flash is a warm, sensitive woman. Trust me.
Why wouldn't I trust you?
I just meant, what did you want to talk to me about?
Oh, nothing important. Just you, me, us, whether there is an us.
Oh.
Oh? Peter, you ran off to New York without to say goodbye.
I flew to New York. I said goodbye.
Yes, but not like, you know.
Could we talk about this later? I really should go check on Devin. Okay? What?
I wonder just how now stuffed Marlin is.
All right, we'll talk.
No hurry. But you know that's going to be the first thing to go.
Just stop by to see if everything is all right.
Peter, the rooms are enchanting. So comfortable. And I've already got some ideas on how to make them even better. When will you have a minute for us to go over them?
Probably not before dinner tonight.
Wonderful. Shall we meet at your office? I can't wait to see it.
7?
7?
Looks like some people are missing jazzercise class tonight.
Some people have a date.
Keith Andrews again?
How did... Never mind.
Whoa, wait. You mean there is a man that you can actually tolerate for more than one date? Amazing.
3. But who's counting?
3? Astounding.
Astounding.
Scotty, beam me up.
Oh, these came in while you were on the phone.
Oh, I'll return them from home.
Seems like you never get away from work.
My grandmother used to say there's no rest for the wicked. Mr. McDermott's still in his office. Do you have a minute?
Yeah. I mean, no. Oh, that is, Devin's coming by to talk sketches.
Talk sketches.
Sketches, swatches.
Issues.
Miss Francis, how nice to see you again.
Christine, please. I was just leaving.
Can't you stay a minute? We're not rushing off, are we?
No.
Maybe Christine would like to join us for dinner.
Oh, no, really, thank you. No.
Incredible. This Marlin is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I caught it myself. It has sentimental value.
I'm sure it has. You must have weighed in about what, 150?
Just over 200 pounds.
Gorgeous blue. Fabulous.
You like him?
I love him. I go sport fishing myself, you know. A few times a year off the Bahamas. I've had a few billfish on the line, but never a specimen like this.
Oh, you don't have to rush off, do you?
Homework?
I hope Peter doesn't work you too hard.
Oh, no. No, he keeps the same demanding schedule. Usually.
Maybe I can take a look at your office tomorrow. I've got some heavenly wall cover samples to show you.
Oh. You don't have your swatch book with you?
No, Peter and I plan to go over samples after dinner.
Well, you two have a terrific evening.
Thank you. I'm sure we will.
So, What's the verdict?
It's terrific. It's my first Yuppie Garrett. First artist I've known who actually makes a living at it.
Well, close to a living, anyway.
Thanks. Of course, no one's going to want to do your biography.
No, I don't think so. Torment makes better copy. Hard line. It's very deep.
Fatal flaw, unfortunately.
Very responsive lady.
It's this weakness I have for soothsayers.
How do you feel about cooks? I make a great pancake breakfast.
Fattening.
How do you like your eggs?
At the St. Gregory tomorrow. I have to be in early. I really do have to go.
Oh, sure you do.
Come on, Keith. Let me up.
Okay, okay. You've lodged your protest. It's official. Now let's just relax and enjoy this, huh?
Stop it.
Come on, baby.
Keith.
And,
Ah!
Just relax.
Keith.
There's nothing you can do about it. Give me a little help here, huh?
Stop it. Stop it. Come on. Keith. Ah!
What is the deal with you?
Paradis. You seem to know all my favorites.
Let's enjoy it on the terrace.
All right.
I want to show off my city.
Ah, it's beautiful.
Well, I'm impressed, considering you've seen the best the world has to offer.
But San Francisco has always had a special excitement.
They say it's the most romantic city in the world.
Fascinating, isn't it? To realize how many times we've been in the same city without.
It's fascinating.
Then I believe in destinies, don't you? People meeting when the time is right. Like our meeting for the renovation.
The renovation. I haven't told you how happy I am you took this project.
And I haven't told you how flattered I am you asked.
Well, you must have had lots of offers.
None that I felt this right about. I've always had a special place in my heart for the St. Gregory. You see, one of the nicest things about success is being able to accept the jobs I want.
But you don't have to work.
Get ready for the world's darkest little secret. When it was time to collect my trust fund, the cupboards and Daddy's pockets were bare.
But everyone thinks
That I'm filthy rich. I've earned every dollar the old-fashioned way and managed to save face for Moms and Dad. You can't imagine their relief when they realized that someone in the family had talent. And it doesn't hurt to have a title.
Oh, yes. What is it? La Comtesse de Val?
The title, that was my second husband's alimony.
And the first?
A driver at Le Mans. Not a very careful one. The press decided to ignore him. He's tucked away in a small but very significant corner of my heart. So when I get lonely these days, it's off to Morocco, Monaco, Macau.
I wouldn't think loneliness would be a problem with someone as lovely, as desirable.
As busy, as important, as threatening. You have to know what that's like.
And sometimes.
Let's not talk about that anymore. Where were we?
Overlooking the most romantic city in the world.
miss the commuter train?
What?
Did you miss the commuter train?
Oh, I slept through the alarm.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't got time to stand around and talk. Judy, come to my desk.
Billy, I just sold a couple pieces of my jewelry, and they are giving me a window display.
All right.
Hey, where's Julie this morning?
She just bit my head off and charged upstairs. I mean, did you guys have a fight last night or something?
Well, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I think Julie's got kind of a problem.
What do you mean?
Well, she came on pretty strong last night. I mean, she was like awfully needy, you know what I mean? And when I told her it was a little soon for heavy commitment, she got weird on me. And, you know, I don't want to hurt her feelings, but, you know, I think maybe I'm not the right guy for her.
Doesn't look like you're ready to give up the bachelor life for anyone yet.
I'll see you.
Yes, that's right. No, I'll hold. Ring Carol. Tell her I need the specs on the 49ers banquet. Oh, move my 2 o'clock down an hour if possible.
You got it.
No, that's all right. I'll hold. Oh, and you better remind Mr. McDermott we have a convention pitch with the Algatron reps at 1.
It'll be handled deftly by my general manager.
Can I get right back? What?
I won't be back from lunch in time. Devin and I are joining the Jared Smiths for lunch after his polo match. Can you believe her family has been friends of theirs for a long time?
I can't believe you intend to miss this meeting.
Well, I wouldn't if I didn't have you. These are important contacts, Christine.
Yes, I know that, Peter.
Smith sits on 5 or 6 boards, including city planning. His wife's involved in every cultural and charity program in town.
But...
You have wanted a season of orchestra seats for the ballet.
So you're deserting me to gallivant with the jet set?
I don't call business lunch gallivanting.
And I don't call what you're having a business lunch. Damn it, Peter. Since you've been back, we haven't exchanged 2 words about anything but the renovation and how comfortable you're making our designer. Exactly when is she going to start designing?
It won't hurt her to get out a little, Christine. Soak up the ambiance. Getting a feel for San Francisco again can only help her with a project.
And what if we don't land one of the clients who might help pay for it?
I have the utmost confidence in your ability.
And I can't believe your irresponsibility.
You're going to be sorry for those words, Christine, when I hand you those ballet tickets.
Lunch wasn't deadly for you. Smiths are pretty dull, but there'd be absolute hell to pay if I came to San Francisco and didn't see them.
Well, I just kept him talking about the ponies. He's invited me to join his polo club.
And I won't feel bad about kidnapping you today.
Well, you've had a willing captor.
This is such a treat. Do you know how many times I've been here and I've never ridden in a cable car?
Yeah?
So many of the lovely, simple pleasures. Maybe I've been waiting for you to show them to me.
Well, maybe we should figure out what to do with the rest of your day. What'll it be first? Lombard Street? Girardelli Square?
You're the guide. I'm putting myself completely in your hands.
Yes, but I approved placing that order last week. Why is it taking so long? I'm the general manager. I'm telling you, just do it. Thank you.
You look like you could use a little osso buco and Bruce Willis. Calamari and Bruce Willis?
Oh, Annie, I'm sorry. You see? He's ruined my whole day.
Could we play catch up here? I seem to be missing a few pieces.
Peter, sometimes he can be so insensitive.
Sometimes they all can. What happened?
We had an important meeting today that he just threw in my lap to traipse off and tour San Francisco with Devin Sloan. He's still not back, and I have to speak to him. We have a spacing snag with the convention layout, and the client won't commit until Peter personally okays my recommendations. If they don't hear from us first thing in the morning, where the hell is he?
Are you sure this is only about him dumping a meeting on you?
Yes, of course. What else?
Nothing. If you say so.
I'm worried, that's all. This is a very big client. There's a lot at stake here for St. Gregory and for Peter.
For you?
Why can't he just stop all this running and talk to me? I need to know what he's thinking.
Give him a few more days, Christine. He's probably hiding behind the project because he's not ready to face you.
Oh, that's just fine. Where am I supposed to hide?
At dinner and the movies?
Oh, Annie, I can't.
Come on. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Please.
We're asking a lot of Bruce Willis.
Excuse me, Julie Gillette, guest relations. I don't want to intrude, but
Yes?
that man, Keith Andrews, you've got to be careful. He's,
What?
I don't have time to explain, but please, I went out with him. I know him.
Is it hotel policy to butt into guests' private affairs?
Of course it isn't. It's just that...
Then maybe you better mind your own business. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Julie, I don't know whatever your personal beef with Keith is, but that was so unprofessional.
Is that all you care about? You don't know what happened.
Perfect day, the perfect guide, and now this. You've outdone yourself.
The St. Gregory likes to keep its staff happy.
So this is standard procedure?
No. No, this is a special procedure.
And thank you for a rare, uncomplicated day. Here's to our association. May it remain productive and satisfying.
Productive. Satisfying.
Don't look now, but a certain hotel owner and a certain internationally famous, strikingly clad interior designer just came in together.
So?
So?
They were probably, they're probably out getting blueprints or something.
Eric, we need to have a long talk.
There's one panorama you haven't shown me. The view from the penthouse in the morning light.
Julie?
I'm busy right now.
Well, when won't you be? I want to know what's going on.
Keith told you, apparently.
His side. I want to hear yours.
Do you?
Try me. Keith's my friend. I want to know what...
Keith's your friend? What am I supposed to be?
You're both my friends, and I don't want to ruin that by taking sides.
Well, you're going to have to, okay? You know, I don't understand how you can be friends with someone like that anyway.
Well, I am, and I'm going to find out what's going on with you two.
Why don't you do that? Why don't you just ask your wonderful friend?
I feel a little like the idle rich this morning.
They never pour for themselves, Peter. How do you like my plans for the lobby?
Well, they're different, I'll admit.
Don't you just love the new reception area?
I'm sorry. I thought you'd be working. The Algatron people, they need... I need your... I'll call your office later.
Christine. Excuse us a moment.
Peter,
What about the meeting?
Well, I think we have a deal, but there are a couple of things still holding. They want an answer first thing this morning, and I tried reaching you last night, but you weren't. I mean, you and I need to...
Well, we can straighten it out. Just give me a moment to get organized.
Shall I wait in your office?
No, I'll come to yours.
How stupid of me not to have realized.
He's free to do anything he wants. It's really none of my business. Oh, I feel like such a fool. I hate him. I hate her and the damn swatches she wrote in on.
Hey, how's things going with the blonde Adonis?
Not now.
Sorry.
It's my fault. I can't be civil to anyone today. What's wrong? What's wrong? Me? I don't know what's wrong with me.
Come here. Talk.
Something happened a couple of nights ago with Keith at his apartment.
That neat guy? Something bad?
He actually tried to rape me.
Wait, you mean really? Have you talked to anybody? Did you call the police?
I'll just say that I'm upset, exaggerating. I mean, he didn't actually. And I did go to his apartment.
And that gives him the right to attack you? Oh, I'm sorry. Look, this is not your fault. There are hotlines you can call, you know, maybe they can help.
I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to talk to strangers, okay? I just feel violated. I feel insulted. It's so different when it's you and not someone else.
Good afternoon. Is Miss Francis in?
Excuse me, but
Christine, about this morning, I think it might be a very good idea to clear the air.
No need. It's my fault. I should have called first. You don't have to worry about something like that happening again.
That's not why I came to see you. I'm afraid I did not realize you and Peter had been involved.
Why would you have? Peter didn't mention it.
You know how men are. They avoid emotional issues at all costs. Are you and Peter still... whatever?
I'm the general manager and he's the owner.
Well, then our friendship won't interfere with you and I working together on the renovation. I really do value your opinions, Christine. You have such style.
Thank you.
And you are general manager. So can we have lunch and go over the plans?
You know, I'm trying very hard to hate you, but you're making that difficult.
Wait, I have my moments. But I really do hope that we'll get along. I don't know why, but with men, it always seems so easy. They just kind of
topple over.
Thank God we're not that susceptible. I'll call you about lunch.
Okay.
Hard line. Deep and strong.
I wish I didn't have to leave tomorrow.
So does Keith.
I really can't stay long. My flight leaves early.
I wanted you from the first moment I saw you in the hotel.
Keith, I hope I didn't give you the wrong impression.
Oh, it's no, but it's yes. I read you, honey, loud and clear.
Keith, please. Keith, please. I want to go back to the hotel, okay?
No, you don't.
Keith, I said no!
Come on, baby. Come on, just relax.
Keith.
You're gonna love this.
Yes!
Keith, what's going on?
Come on.
Keith,
Just
stop
relax, baby. Don't give me a hard time. Come on, you don't fight it. You know you're gonna love it.
Please, help me.
We were a sensation at
You
the
were.
gays.
I'm never going to be good at parties.
Not true. We have chemistry as a couple. We're a team.
You talk like it's some kind of audition.
Didn't you just love the look on their faces when we came in? Dying to know if we were the real thing. But too god-awful proper to ask.
Well, I'm glad we didn't disappoint them. Louis the 13th brandy. I feel outclassed. Not to mention outdistanced. Don't you ever rest?
I'm very good at the game, Peter. Which makes a lot of people think that I'm the original iron butterfly. It is anything but the truth.
It's hard for me to think of you as anything but one of the most feminine women I've ever met.
Because you understand me. How treasured and protected I feel when I'm with you. It's what every woman longs to feel with the man she loves. Peter, I don't believe in long-term affairs. When I love a man, I want to be his, and I want him to be mine completely.
We're working on that.
I know you think our worlds are different, but if I could just make you see that they could enhance, complement each other. We're good for each other, Peter. We're good together.
Well, you're very good for me.
Do you always interrupt a lady when she's in the midst of proposing marriage?
You know, before I met you, I was a workaholic.
And occasionally got some sleep. I hope my proposal didn't cause these.
Little shock reaction, that's all.
All right. I've been called impulsive, but not this time. Do you love me?
Yeah, I think so. But Devin, owning and running the St. Gregory is practically my whole life. As much as I want to, I couldn't possibly run off and fly around rendezvousing with a wife whose home is the world.
But I know that. And what you just described, that's not my idea of marriage at all. I want to be a real wife. I intend to give up my career for you.
You know what you're saying? I'm flattered, touched. Could you give up your lifestyle? The excitement, the freedom, the tension. Could I really make the sacrifice worthwhile?
Sacrifice? Peter, you don't know how I've longed for the things you bring to my life. Stability, security, a stationary home. And the city's bursting with cultural and charitable groups just aching for a society hostess. And with the contacts I have, I could be of real help to you.
You really could settle down?
With an occasional break for deep-sea fishing. Otherwise, my first charitable donation would be a 12-piece set of shockingly extravagant luggage. I love you, Peter. Being a success as your wife is all I'd ever need.
Are you sure you really want him or just hate him wanting someone else?
Yes. On both counts.
Then dig your heels in and fight for him.
How can I? And I don't even know if he wants me anymore. And if I did win him back, how can I be sure there won't be another Devin waiting around the corner somewhere?
You can't. Like the man says, there are no guarantees.
Oh, Annie, I made so many mistakes. I was too sure of him. Even when I didn't know if I wanted him. It just... It never dawned on me that when I finally came around to saying yes, it might be too late.
You're not sure that it is.
Don't underestimate Devin. A woman who doesn't get seasick on a fishing boat.
Shame on you. Now, that is not the Christine Francis I know. If you want the man, march in there this morning and tell him so. And if moral support is in order, I'm as near as the phone.
Julie, why didn't you tell me? My God, why didn't you let me help you?
I wanted to. It was so humiliating. And I actually wasn't sure you'd believe me.
Well, you're gonna have to believe me. Just didn't know he was capable of a thing like that. I feel responsible. Julie, I don't want him to get away with it. He pulled the same number last night with Marcy James, the guest you tried to warn. She's afraid to sign a complaint, but unless someone files charges against her...
What, and have them tell her that it's not attempted rape because it's someone you know?
The hell it's not. It's assault. It's a criminal act. It burns me up when a woman gets up the nerve to come forward and report these guys and she gets hassled.
Look, let me talk to her. I know how she's feeling. Maybe we can give each other strength and go to the police together.
Proud of you, Julie. You know what you're getting into? They're gonna drag out all the details. They're gonna say you asked for it. There's still some jerks out there who believe that when a woman gets raped, she deserves it. Can you handle that?
I have to. I can't walk away and let him do this to someone else.
Then I'm with you on it. Just don't shut me out, all right? You've got friends. You don't have to go through this alone. I'll help you get counseling.
Let's just go in and call Marcy while I still have the nerve.
Christine. You first.
No. No, you.
When I went to New York, I felt like you didn't believe in our love. I need a love I can trust, Christine, just like you do.
But we can have that. We did have that. Except for...
I don't think I realized just how much I needed that trust, that devotion. Till now.
Now?
Christine, something's happened since I came back.
Something called Devin?
She's there for me, damn it. She's honest, open. She believes two people who love each other can work out their problems together. And she's willing to take a chance for what she wants.
And she wants you.
Yeah, well, last night she sort of asked me to marry her.
She what? While you were going over her etchings for the St. Gregory?
Look, Christine, I haven't decided.
You haven't decided? Peter, what's to decide? She's beautiful, she's intelligent, she's wealthy, well-connected, and she obviously won't fail you the way I have. Let's face it, Peter, we've blown it. It's over between us.
You mean that?
Don't you?
Well,
I mean, what more could you ask for? She's designer of the 80s, and she's in love with you. You and your damn stuffed fish.
Christine.
You have my blessing, Peter. That's what you want, isn't it? We'll marry her then. I wish you all the happiness in the world.
Cheryl, did you know they're replacing the rotunda seat with some kind of a free-form waterfall?
Fabulous. That's just what we need. A St. Gregory remake of 3 Coins in the Fountain.
3 what?
Coins in the... Don't you ever watch The Late Show?
How late? I have to be here at 7.
Darling, that's why God created VCRs. I hope it's going to stay the same wonderful St. Gregory.
I've missed you. It's been half a day since I've seen you. I hope the news isn't as upsetting as your expression.
Devin.
Please, if it's bad news.
I got a little problem with what we talked about, and it's been bothering me all morning.
Peter, I meant every word that I said. I'm ready to devote myself to you, to us 100%.
Good. In that case, Miss Sloan, I'd be honored. I'd be very happy if you'd become Mrs. Peter McDermott. I got this thing about doing my own proposing.
Oh, Peter. Yes, yes, yes.
Hello?
Morning, Christine. You left a message with the switchboard for me to call you.
Oh, last-minute jitters about tonight, that's all.
The cocktail party for Adderley's International.
What else? For 3 years, I've been trying to land their West Coast auction dates. Tonight, I finally get my chance. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, if I know you, it will.
Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence. Have Mr. Adderley and his board of directors...
Christine? Something wrong?
No. No, it's nothing.
Tony, you're my business manager, a brilliant negotiator, and a sweetheart. But I've got my hands full with the renovation of the San Gregory. I know I said the Rialto Palace was a project I'd kill to do. But that was a month ago, and my life has changed considerably since then. You'll just have to call Rome and tell them I pass. End of discussion. Yes, I'm sorry, too. Would have been a wonderful challenge. Send them my regrets, okay? Bye.
Is everything all right?
Just a little business matter, nothing important.
You know, Devin, you're not a very good liar. It was hard for you to turn down that project. And the Rialto Palace won't be the last job you're offered.
They could offer me Buckingham Palace, and the answer would still be the same. No to any work that takes me away from you.
A year from now, I don't want you feeling like you gave up a career, which by anyone's standard is incredible, just to be with me.
Just to be with you? Making you as happy as you make me will be the most fulfilling challenge of my life. All I want to be is Mrs. Peter McDermott. Today, tomorrow, forever. I love you.
Oh, Eric. Cheryl's looking for you. She said something about lunch being ready down in the employees' lounge.
Oh, thanks. Hey, Julie, what is happening to the Peking suite?
Where have you been? It's all part of the great St. Gregory facelift.
Yeah, I know, but even the name of the suite's being changed.
Yeah. From what I've heard, Miss Sloan felt that along with the update in decor, the name should be updated as well. It's now going to be called the Beijing Suite.
I thought the names of the suites were, I don't know, kind of sacred. One of the little touches that makes the place so special.
Yeah, so did Christine. Oh, she lobbied Mr. McDermott hard to keep the name the same. But Miss Sloan lobbied just as hard for the change. Guess who lost?
Julie, you've been here a lot longer than I have. You think that Mr. McDermott's marriage is going to mean the changes around here are just beginning?
Nah. After all, it's still his hotel. For now, at least.
Excuse me, I was hoping you could help me find a good buddy of mine. Goes by the name of Cliff Phillips.
Sure. I wasn't expecting you till noon.
Well, I couldn't wait to see that ugly mug of yours, so I caught an earlier flight. Hey.
So, how's San Diego treating you?
Oh, I can't complain. The wife likes it. And along with my transfer came a pretty hefty raise. We're doing okay.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you made it up here, too.
Are you kidding me? I wouldn't have missed this little reunion for $1 million. Hardly believe it's a year since we met on jury duty. Wow. No, getting together again was a great idea.
Well, to be honest, it wasn't my idea. It was Tom Connor's. He asked me to give you a call.
Well, I still think it's a great idea. How is the illustrious foreman of the jury anyway?
He sounded fine to me. He said he'd catch up with us tonight at dinner. Say, you want me to help you get checked in? Okay. Al, would you take over for 10 minutes, please?
It's the most gorgeous lady.
Oh, God, it's so beautiful.
No, but I mean, ever since probably for like a long
Hi.
time.
Hi.
Hi.
My offices in New York have arranged to have everything on a plane tonight and here in time for the party. And they're expecting your call to coordinate delivery.
But Miss Sloan, the beverage and food arrangements have already been made for the party.
I'm aware of that, dear. California wines, bay shrimp. Nice. But wrong for Mr. Adderley. I have known him for years. And on an occasion like this, he expects Dom Perignon, Petrosian caviar. Anything else would simply be unacceptable. We do want to impress Mr. Adderley, don't we?
Of course. But there's also a budget to consider. And this, Miss Sloan, it'll put us over by thousands.
Trust me. I'll smooth over any problems with Mr. McDermott.
Actually, the budget is Miss Frances's responsibility.
Look, Julie, if you can't handle a simple request, I'll have to follow it through myself.
That won't be necessary.
Thank you. Ooh, it looks good. Kill.
So what do you think of our new First Lady?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm happy for Mr. McDermott. You know, he seems so in love with her, but Miss Sloan, and she's gonna take a lot of getting used to. Hey, who knows? Maybe we'll get used to it.
I wouldn't count on it. Hi, Christine.
Good morning.
Morning, Francis.
The transportation department called a few minutes ago. Mr. Adderley and the directors are on their way in from the airport.
Oh, good. Everything else okay? Dom Perignon? Petrosian caviar?
According to Miss Sloan, they're Mr. Adderley's favorites. And anything else would simply be unacceptable. I came this close to telling her where she...
Julie, I am sure this request was made with Mr. McDermott's approval. See that it's handled with your usual efficiency, will you? We know Mr. Adderley's impressed with our facilities and the fact that we're willing to block out an entire wing of the hotel for his out-of-town clients. But I think what's really going to tip the odds in our favor is the budget we've set aside to publicize the auctions. I suggest we emphasize that first tonight. Peter.
What is that?
The publicity budget.
Oh, right. Oh, good idea. I'm sorry. I know the tremendous number of hours you put in to make this all happen.
Is there something you don't like about the presentation?
No, nothing like that. There are just a few other things I want to get out of the way today.
Anything I can help with?
Not really. I'm trying to finalize some of the wedding arrangements.
You should have said something. Well, we can finish this up later. And we do need to go over my proposal for the new TV ad campaign.
Right.
And you haven't read it yet.
No, I hadn't had the chance. You know.
I know. Wedding plans.
Right. But I promise I'll look it over tonight after the party, and then we can talk about it tomorrow.
You are looking good, Connor. So good, I hardly recognize you walking through the door.
It's the beard. I grew it for the winter. I thought it made me look, I don't know, more distinguished. Guys, look, I haven't been completely honest with you about the reason for this little get-together.
Oh, you mean I flew all the way up to find out you really didn't miss me at all?
Something's come up. Something disturbing.
Tom, if you're in some kind of a jam, I don't know, money problems?
Yeah. Hey, how the hell did you get a hold of that?
You know what it is?
Yeah,
Of course.
how could we forget? That's the earring they introduced as evidence in the murder trial. It was found lying on the ground next to the dead girl's body.
Only it's not an earring.
What?
It's a tie tack. The post was broken off, remember? We all assumed it was an earring.
Wait a minute.
When Rhonda Anderson was murdered, she wasn't wearing any earrings.
That would explain why they never found another one. Even after they searched his apartment and his office and his car.
Because there wasn't another one.
We let the guy off because all the evidence seemed to be circumstantial when the hard evidence was staring us and the police right in the face the whole time.
All right, wait a minute. So now we know it's not an earring, it's a tie tack. How do we know it belongs to Wayne Holtz?
It doesn't. I was in Chicago last week, went into a jewelry store to buy my wife a gift. There it was. The jeweler only made 10 of them, and I can prove that Wayne Holtz bought his there 1 month before the Anderson girl was murdered.
We let a murderer go free.
A serial killer who strangled one girl that we can prove and probably those other 2 before that. Same method, same types, but no hard evidence.
What are we going to do about it?
Exactly. What are we going to do about it?
We always seem to find ourselves on separate continents. Why is that?
Well, I'm not sure, but I intend to find out and to rectify the situation. Thank you.
So, Mr. Adderley, how are you finding your accommodations?
Excellent, excellent. And the company is impossible to beat.
Well, then I hope we can show you the St. Gregory can fill your business needs as well.
Well, I admit I am leaning in your direction, but there is still the Fairmont's offer to consider.
Oh, we can match them, service for service, dollar for dollar. I have some additional figures I've worked up, and...
Mrs. Francis, you don't know me very well. Money really isn't everything.
Peter and Miss Francis were telling me that every important client can expect to find this caviar and champagne in his suite when he arrives.
This is standard fare. Well, I am impressed.
And our connection with the opera and symphony would ensure your business associates the best seats for any performance. I do know how you love opera.
You know me too well.
That is true. And that's why your company could find a wonderful second home here at St. Gregory.
Well, I can't do any more than second the motion.
Well then, consider Adderley International in the fold.
Well, now that business is out of the way, there are some people you simply have to meet.
Excuse me.
Well, that wasn't so bad after all, was it?
Peter, darling, join us, won't you?
I'll be right there. Congratulations.
So, this little piece of metal can place Wayne Holtz at the spot where they found the dead girl.
We've really got him now. Thought you'd be a little happier at the news since you prosecuted the case.
You guys don't get it, do you? There's no second chance when it comes to trying a capital crime. We took our best shot, and you, gentlemen of the jury, still had a reasonable doubt.
But there's no statute of limitations on murder.
A man can't be tried twice for it. Double jeopardy. The Fifth Amendment. Maybe one of you armchair DAs has heard of it.
Well, what about the other murders? The man was a serial killer, for God's sake.
If we had enough evidence to file charges on those other murders, we would have.
You mean there's nothing we can do?
No. Society had its shot. And thanks to you and your reasonable doubt, Holtz is living happily ever after in Sacramento.
But there must be something.
Sorry, guys. You're too late. A year too late.
lovely afternoon. I'll see you tonight.
We've been wondering where you were.
Lunch with friends at Devon. Guess the time just got away from me. You don't look like a general manager who's just landed a plum client. Adderley's group is solidly in the bag.
I believe congratulations go to your fiancé. I gave Adderley all the whys, but she gave him the why not.
Come on, you did the groundwork. All Devon did was...
Close the deal. Did you look over the ad campaign proposal? The agency needs it ASAP.
Oh, I got a fitting across town for a morning coat, but my notes are in a folder on my desk. We'll go over them after I get back, huh?
We all saw the police photographs. What Holtz did to that poor girl. The man is a monster. He will kill again, and when he does, the blood will be on our hands because we let him go. Can you live with that?
But the three of us playing vigilante. In case you haven't noticed, none of us is exactly Charles Bronson.
That doesn't change our obligation to set things right, does it? Guys, my niece was killed by a hit-and-run driver the police never caught. We all know somebody who's been robbed or beaten, crimes where the criminals got away scot-free. Well, this time we know the crime. And we know the man.
So what are you suggesting, Tom? That we execute him?
I know the thought takes some getting used to. Just think about it.
But how would we... How do you propose to do it?
Since we talked with the assistant district attorney, I've been giving that a lot of thought. In fact, I've already gotten it started. Phoned Holtz in Sacramento an hour ago, told him I represented some investors interested in buying his restaurant. He's coming here tomorrow.
He's coming here? You're gonna meet him? He'll recognize you.
You almost didn't. We spent 3 weeks locked in a jury room together.
Must be the beard, right, Tom?
I've got it all planned. Except for who pulls the trigger. I figure short straw gets the honor. Fair enough?
Christine, come in, please.
I just needed some notes. Peter said I could...
you must mean me niece. Don't let the unfamiliar writing throw you. It's mine. Peter and I checked out your notes last night after the party. We were so excited about closing the Adderley deal we couldn't sleep.
I see.
I couldn't help but make a few suggestions.
We're always open to new ideas.
Feel free to throw out anything that doesn't meet with your approval.
Thank you.
Christine? I woke up this morning with a great idea for changing the showroom stage. What do you think about this?
Peter, I need to see you in my office, please.
You have to admit she has some good ideas.
So do the Mellons and the Rothschilds, Peter, but they're a little out of our league.
No need to get upset about it.
Who's upset? Peter, when I took this job, it was because I believed you had confidence in me.
Well, who says I don't?
You do, damn it. Every time you change one of my policy decisions or question my judgment on wines for a party,
All right, I'll admit Devin has a tendency to get overly involved.
Can't she get involved without pinch hitting for me?
It seems to me she got you out of a pretty big pinch last night with Adderley.
Unfair, Peter. Unfair.
I think you're blowing this all out of proportion.
Peter, I have to have some clearly drawn lines around my position here. I have to have some autonomy. You can't expect me to run every idea by the new Mrs. McDermott.
Maybe I can. Devin's gonna be my wife. She'll be active in every part of my...
I cannot do my job like this.
You can't or you won't.
All right, damn it, I won't.
And where's that supposed to leave me?
Accepting my resignation.
Is this really permanent?
I'm afraid so.
It's just happening so fast.
Well, it's best this way. Spares both Peter and me a lot of embarrassment.
Maybe if you try talking to him once more before you...
We have said all there is to say.
He can't want this. He must be sorry.
I need more from Peter than just I'm sorry. Besides, he doesn't need any reminders of the past right now. He has a new life ahead of him.
It's just such a shame.
Them's the breaks, honey. Them's the breaks.
Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome to St. Gregory.
Thank you. I'm Wayne Holtz. One of your guests, Mr. Thomas Connor, is expecting me. He's here.
The elevator's right back this way.
Thank you.
Yes, I think we've cleared with animal regulation on the dog show, but I'm gonna have to call you back, huh? Yeah, thanks.
Oh. McDermott, these contracts just came by messenger to the attention of the general
Well,
manager.
just add them to the stack, Eric. Thanks.
The Spanish ambassador arrives tomorrow and needs 5 more rooms than we have available.
Mm-hmm.
He asked that I come to you to see if something can be done.
He asked for me?
Actually, he asked for Miss Francis, but when I explained, he thought perhaps you could
Well,
help.
I'll see what I can do, huh?
Miss McDermott, these papers need your signature before the 8 days of...
How did all this get done in the past?
Christine handled it.
Well, tell me about it. I mean, how did she make the job look so easy? When I was general manager, I got to get a replacement soon. And when I've hired a new manager, when we finished with the renovation, when the wedding is over, oh, let's face it, this is chaos.
Maybe it's none of my business, but have you asked Christine to come back?
Not in so many words.
It only takes 2. 3 if you count please.
Mr. Holtz, the group I represent, well, we understand that before you moved to Sacramento, you lived in the Bay Area where you were... I'm sorry if this is a bit delicate, but you were tried for murder.
What does that have to do with the dollar value of my restaurant?
It's just that my investors are frankly concerned about the character of the man they may be going into business with to the tune of $1 million, plus a percentage of future profits.
Yes, I was on trial. 5 months of going back and forth between a courtroom and an 8 by 10-foot cage. 5 months in hell. Guilty until proven innocent. I'm not a psycho. I've never even met the girl they said I killed. I've Never even thought about doing anything that horrible in my life.
But as I understand it, the charges, the evidence against you-
Guesses. Guesses strung together with suppositions. And the jury found me innocent. But the trial destroyed my life. Wiped out my savings, my business. I moved to Sacramento and I started over. But there really is no starting over after something like that, is there?
No, I guess not. Not for any of the people involved. And I'm sure when I explain your situation to my associates, it won't affect their decision.
I hope not.
I don't foresee any problems. And I'd like to wrap this up as soon as possible. We can meet with the lawyers and iron out the fine points first thing tomorrow. Would you be willing to stay overnight? At my expense, of course.
What have I got to lose?
Miss Gillette, have you reserved those rooms I need for our wedding guests?
All set. Except for the Cabot and Regency suites. They're already spoken for.
What do you mean, spoken for?
Well, the auto show is here, and we have standing reservations for 2 of our regular guests.
Well, I'm sorry. They're just going to have to take different rooms.
We really can't do that. You see, these are the suites they always take. It's sort of a St. Gregory tradition.
Meaning some stodgy old rule begging to be broken. Now tell reservations to make other arrangements, please.
I really do have to check that out with Mr. McDermott.
Never mind. I'll discuss this with him over lunch. Attentive as always, John. Thank you. The service in the hotel is wonderful.
We aim to please.
And you do. You do. Although...
Go on, what were you going to say?
Well, it's a shame that not all of your employees are up to the St. Gregory standards.
Who are you talking about?
Julie Gillette. Now, I know how fond you are of her, but she really is not doing her job. I've heard complaints from the guests, and I have tried to talk to her about her attitude, but she really does not want to listen.
What are you suggesting, that I fire her?
It's not for me to suggest, darling, but as director of guest relations, she is the hotel's public image to a large degree. Now, I only want to help.
So you still think we're doing the right thing?
Oh, he's our man, all right. So cool, so self-assured.
Yeah, but isn't it possible that's just because he has nothing to feel guilty about?
An innocent man would have had some reaction. Nerves, embarrassment, something. But this guy, like ice.
Then you're sure? I mean, if there's any chance that he didn't do it.
You sat in that courtroom, heard the testimony, saw the type-in, same as me. What do you think? Those girls he killed need a hero.
What is it? If you'd rather not go tonight.
Devin.
You're upset about Julie. All right. Perhaps I was a little hard on her, but if you just tell her to make the room arrangements I asked for...
Just like that? You're asking me to break St. Gregory policy. I'm sure your friends will be just as comfortable.
Don't be ridiculous. Those are the 2 most impressive rooms in the hotel. When I've redone the others...
I may be a little out of touch with all the latest fads, But I happen to think all the suites in this hotel are impressive, before or after the Devon Sloan touch.
Well, of course.
And I'm getting a little tired of being told what to do in my hotel.
I didn't mean to.
I know you didn't mean to. But the fact is, you can't let go of the reins. I understand that. You're used to being in control, running your own business. But the St. Gregory is my business. And married or not, it's going to stay that way.
Darling, I wouldn't have it any other way. All I want in this relationship is you. Let's stay here tonight.
What about the opera?
There'll be other operas.
Isn't Placido expecting you?
You'll understand. After all, opera is all about passion. So we're just trading one passion for another.
Did you do it? I just couldn't. Thank God. My passkey.
Up so soon?
Early bird catches the worm.
If he stays around for a while, he might catch more than a worm.
Sorry, Devon. You know how business is.
I know, but I can still be disappointed, can't I? Something's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
That nothing is definitely a something.
I'm running late. I'll see you later.
Lunch? I'll have it sent up here if you like. And we can...
Devon, everything can't be settled in bed.
Excuse me. I found this in my room. I thought I should turn it in.
Oh, I guess the maid must have dropped it.
That's what I thought.
He was just lying there, defenseless. I couldn't do it. I don't know whatever made me think I could.
Send a boy to do a man's job.
And the way he looked at me this morning when he turned in that passkey. Guys, he knows.
Look, I spent half an hour with the guy yesterday, and I'm telling you, he doesn't suspect a thing. Wouldn't be a concern if you'd done what you were supposed to last night.
Will you lighten up, Tom? Look, we were crazy for electing ourselves executioners in the first place. Sinking to his level.
Look, just forget it. I don't know about you two, but I'm not sleeping well at night. There's only one cure for that as far as I can see. I'll do what I should have done in the first place. Off the guy myself.
You can't!
No, you can't. Bring the gun to my room. And thanks for nothing.
Peter, I know this transition hasn't been easy for any of us.
You have a talent for understatement.
But I feel that with time...
You're kidding yourself, Devin. We can't turn ourselves into someone else, even for love. Especially for love.
But Peter, we can make it work. I know we can. In those rooms I wanted, it's not a problem anymore. I made other plans. And I'm even sorry about Julie. I can change, Peter. I will.
At least till you get to the door. You shouldn't have picked a man so much like yourself. Somebody's got to let the other guy drive sometime.
And you don't believe that...
In miracles? Not this one. No matter how much we want it to, it just isn't going to work.
No chance at all.
I think stopping the mistake before it happens is going to be easier on both of us.
Nice view out there. Yeah, you can see all the way to the courthouse.
Well, what's going on? How'd you get in?
Let's not talk about me, Mr. Connor. Let's talk about you. What you been doing since my trial? Why you asked me to come here? Go ahead, answer it. It's your room.
Got a visitor.
Now, is this everybody, or is the rest of the jury out in the hall?
You slime.
Look who's calling who names. 3 holier-than-thou jurors who've decided to take the law into their own hands.
Hey, don't be so cocky, Holtz. We know you killed that girl, and now we can prove it.
Gentlemen, I've been tried by a jury of my peers. And acquitted.
You got away with murder, Holtz. Maybe now it's our turn.
The 3 of you together don't have the guts to cross the street against the light. One of you brave souls was even in my room last night. And what happened?
Nothing. I couldn't do it.
See, that's the difference between us. Something excites me, I'm not afraid to go for it. All the way.
You even admit it.
What have I got to lose? Gentlemen. I could shout a confession across the rooftops, and I'd still go free. Thanks in great part to the efforts of you 3.
That's stupid.
Hey, Tom. Hold it. Might as well let him go. He can't do it. Any more than Cliff there could. See, none of you really has the talent for it.
Do you have to go so soon?
I think it's best, don't you? Clean, quick break. It hurts for a moment, but I think it's better in the long run.
As far as the renovation is concerned.
St. Gregory is perfect as it is. I could change it, but never really improve it. So, everything is going back as it was. Let's call, talk, maybe meet in Rome.
Mr. McDermott, I think you better come quick.
What is it?
This way.
Okay, please, everybody, stay back.
Willie, what happened?
No, the smell of alcohol. Looks like he slipped from a balcony. Yes, he...
Terrible way to go, even for him.
Too much to drink. Too close to the railing. I tried to catch it.
You did. I'm a witness.
Funny how life is sometimes.
Yeah, funny.
Christine, I'm sorry about what's happened the past few weeks. I have a lot to apologize for. I know I should have seen that Devin was overstepping her boundaries, but I just didn't.
Love is blind.
Well, the truth is that I've broken the engagement.
I'm really sorry, Peter.
With Devin gone, I was hoping that you might consider staying on, coming back as general manager.
Oh, isn't that great? How convenient. Devin steps out of the picture and suddenly I'm indispensable again?
Well, frankly, you are. And this doesn't have anything to do with Devin.
This has everything to do with Devin. Where was all this sensitivity when I needed you?
Well, the fact is that the St. Gregory needs you, Christine. The fact is, I need you.
Business or personal?
What? Am I in trouble if I say both?
It would have meant something to hear this 2 days ago, but...
Christine, give me a break here. Let's not let our past get in between us. We've gone through a lot together. Some of it's been terrific, and some of it's been like the last few weeks, but what we've gone through has been together. I'd like to see that continue. I'd like to see us go on together for a long time to come.
How could you even...
This thing with Devin, well, it didn't fall apart because of her, but because of me. I'm still in love with you, Christine. I want you back, but on your terms. Will you at least think about it? Then I guess it's no.
No, it's not no. It's not yes either. I'll give you my decision tomorrow.
Well, that's fair. Then I'll see you tomorrow.
Peter. Leave the candy. Leave the flowers.
Hmm?
Leave the flowers.
And that's all?
Ready?
Oh, yeah, here's that Fix-It place on Jack London Road.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap.
Yeah, just tell them it's sparked a lot and the toast doesn't pop up.
God. Whoa. Lady in distress. Let me give you a hand.
Oh, dear, I could use several, couldn't I? I'm so late.
Let me guess, Miss Golden Coast contest, right?
Right. Which way do I go?
Well, just follow me. Right. The toaster. Later.
Roberto, here's a list of all their room numbers. Please make sure every girl gets complimentary flowers.
Even the ones who don't make the finals?
Especially the ones who don't make the finals.
Okay, who's next?
Miranda Hardwick, Seattle, Washington.
Well, that's my kind of town. There's a rehearsal, Miranda, so why don't you show me how they boogie in the Great Northwest? Ready?
Did you like the extra turn I worked in?
Yes. Well, I just don't see the point right now, honey, of changing or adding anything. Okay? Huh?
I thought it was good.
Oh, it was. It's real good. But next time, fix yourself an image in your mind that you want of yourself dancing. This way you can draw upon it anytime you need it. Do you know what I'm talking about? Huh? Come on. That's my darling. Hey, perfection. That's our only standard, right? Huh? Glass of water?
I gotta go change. Here you are, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Anything you like. My name's Frank Vance. I'm going to need a small safe deposit box.
Yes, Mr. Vance. If you'll just sign this, please.
Call me Squire.
I'll call you Mr. Vance. I think it's safe.
Will my things be safe with you, Julie?
We haven't lost anything all morning.
I think I have.
What's that?
My heart.
I'll get you a key.
Victoria?
Hello, Peter.
Welcome home.
It's good to be inside these old walls again.
How was Chicago?
Windy and cold. Though I believe, my speech warmed them up a bit.
What to tell you? Need anything?
Yes. A hot bath and one of Kai's foie gras salads. Oh, Roberto says parents are coming to visit.
Really?
Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, tomorrow. I assured him we'd do our best to give him a memorable stay. Oh, Mrs. It was not really necessary. Oh, of course it is. If we don't take care of our own, who will? That's not so, people.
It is if you say so. You want to let me in the vault, Billy?
You forgot a secret handshake.
Hey, Alvin, how's it coming? Almost done.
You want a fast kid or you want a good?
I want both.
Billy, hey, Billy, how you doing? I've been asking around about you, man. Nobody seemed to know where you hung your hat. And here you are.
Yeah, I work at security.
Security? You?
Yes, what are you doing here, Squire?
Stashing my Rolex, baby. You don't know the kind of thieves they got running around out there. No reflection on your hotel.
That's what I call work.
Yes, well.
Are you at the pageant?
Me? No. I'm Miranda's mother.
Oh. She's lovely. Yes. But they're all lovely.
Yes, well, that is the idea, isn't it?
Great. Thank you. Here, let me help you down. Sharon? Thank you very much.
Miranda? Mr. Rhodes.
Yes.
Garrett Rhodes. I'm Barbara Hardwick, Miranda's mother.
Oh, Mrs. Hardwick, it's a pleasure. I was just complimenting Miranda on her style and beauty, but I see that they are both inherited.
What a lovely thing to say. Thank you.
Well, it's the truth.
Mr. Rhodes.
Yes.
We're going to need the judges over there for a group shot, please.
Sure, I'll be right with you. You will excuse me. Miranda? Until later?
Bye. Likes you. I hope you were nice to him.
And we both know how nice he'd like me to be, don't we, Mother?
Oh, don't be foolish, baby. Garrett Rhodes is a very respected stockbroker and a very married man.
Maybe you should tell him that, not me.
It is not going to do any harm to be nice to one of the judges now, is it? Huh?
No.
Come on. Hungry?
Change of style since we shared a cell, Billy. Remember? 2 bunks, can, 6 feet square.
Why are you here, Squire?
You know, Billy, your needle's stuck in the same groove.
That's because I'm hung with the old records.
Come on, let me buy you a drink. You got time?
Later, man. The bar ain't going anywhere.
All right, here it is. I got a mighty tidy business deal working. I'm nearly tapped, Billy, and I calling in an old marker.
Well, I think you sat in at the wrong table, Squire.
Fellow owes me. Time to collect. Man's got to pay his debts. Am I right, Billy?
Sure you want the Myriad suite? It's expensive, you know.
Well, I was thinking I can work double shift and overtime for a while until it's paid off.
Forget the double shifts. I got in with the owner. I think I can get you a break.
Thanks, Mr. McDermott. You see, my parents have dreamed about flying north to see me for years. I want them to have everything first class.
We'll take good care of them, Roberto. You just enjoy being with each other.
You know, my folks put up with a lot from me when I was a kid. I'd like them to know I turned out okay.
They'll know.
I love my work. Don't misunderstand. But if you happen to bump into them or something, well, they don't know I'm just the bellman.
Now.
Reservations. Your friend, Miss Butterfingers.
Hello? Sharon? Yeah? Now? No, I can't. Okay. Okay, sure. She can't open her suitcase. She can't.
Need any help? I'll send bomb squad.
Damn it, Squire. I'm not forgetting I owe you, man. But you're a professional thief, brother. And I wonder what's going down in my house.
It's not the way you think, Billy. I'm clean as a whistle, man. I'm buying myself a bar. I was hoping you'd kick in with me.
That's a good tale, Squire. I wish I could believe that.
So believe it. You know, I always said you make it on the outside. I'm glad you didn't make a liar out of me.
So am I. Because I wasn't going any place in the joint.
And now the St. Gregory's home, huh?
That's where it's at.
C'est la vie. Maybe we can find another gig to do together.
Oh, come on, man. Why don't you stop talking to this bull, Squire? It's the same old game with you, man. I get you.
Hey.
Billy? You need me? I'm sorry. You surprised me.
I need you to cover for Charlie Robinson.
Now?
He turned his ankle on the service stairs.
Go ahead, Bill. We'll talk later.
You know it.
Nice meeting you.
Hello, Brenda. It's me, Garrett. Don't worry. I love the way you move.
Not worried. I thought I was alone, that's all.
You're going to make the finals. I can see that.
Thank you. I've been making the final since I was 3 years old. Little Miss Eisenhower Park, 1968.
Do you know what I find the most interesting part of the finals? The interviews with the judges. As an example, last year I asked this one girl if she thought there was a generation gap. She didn't think so. She won the title.
Gotta go. Mother's waiting for me.
I ask interesting questions, and I like interesting answers.
Oh, excuse us. Well, at least now you'll be able to see yourself.
Miss Francis, can I speak to you? I hope my answers please you, Mr. Rhodes.
So do I.
Is something wrong?
No. I just wanted to ask you what you do around here.
Oh. Well, I'm the hotel liaison with the beauty pageant. I get to beautiful vicariously.
Are you kidding? You should be in the competition. You walk away with the crown.
Well, I must confess, I did enter a beauty contest once. Miss Oklahoma City.
Really? Did you win?
Hard. It was just something different to try. I did a lot of crazy things before I really found what I wanted.
So you like your job?
It's a wonderful opportunity.
That's great. I've only ever done one thing.
And what's that?
Nothing.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, Hal. Another shipment of the crown jewels?
Yeah.
gonna be with us a while?
Sunday night, the red eye. Yeah. Hi, Billy.
Billy, you get a chance to check out Charlie Robinson's quarters?
I'm on my way. I was working with Alvin.
What about room 714?
714?
Yeah, Mr. Fazio's evidently on his third bottle of brandy, and the credit manager asked you to check it out this afternoon.
Sorry. I spent the whole day in the vault.
And letting everything else slide?
Just don't want anyone breaking into it, that's all. Room 714, I'm there already.
Billy, what's going on? Nothing to do with that friend of yours, is it, Mr.
Vance.
Vance.
This guy I knew a long time ago.
A long time ago.
You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, was it? Till now.
Room 714, I'm gone.
I've had a stroke of brilliance here. Why don't we stay here at the St. Gregory one more week? Let's have a holiday.
Do you mean it? God, if I don't take a break, old age will set in.
That's enough about old age. Thank you very much.
You're not old. You look wonderful.
Well, let's just say I'm not Miss Washington State 1963 anymore.
I think you should get married again.
Honey, I wouldn't get married again if you paid me. Why would I want to? We're doing okay, aren't we? I'm sorry if you thought I was interfering this afternoon.
Takes work, I know. Just wish I didn't have to be so damn beautiful all the time.
Well, Mr. Rhodes wouldn't have singled you out, would he?
That animated adenoid made a pass at me.
Hmm? How'd you handle him?
I walked away, of course. It's a lech.
Honey, I don't think this is the time to alienate one of the judges, do you?
You don't understand, Mother. He likes to touch me. Is that what you want? Do I need his vote that badly?
I know a little bit about this. I had 5 years of your father's wandering hands. I learned a little bit too late. You have to use men before they use you.
Well, my mistake. Maybe I should go back there and say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Do whatever you want. Is that what you're telling me?
Miranda, I'm talking to you about being a beauty queen. That's what every little girl wants. And she wishes she had been when she gets older.
Is that what you wish, Mother?
Honey, this is your big chance. Don't throw this away. Both of us.
Word on the street is that you're gonna score. I figure that means St. Gregory.
Do me a favor. I remember all the times we went through in the joint. When you start acting a man, it really hurts, you know?
I remember too, Squat. I remember a dude coming at me with a blade. I remember the brother that put himself between me and my maker. But I can't let you put yourself between me and the St. Gregory. Walk away, Squire. Walk away.
I hear you, Billy. But you can't sit there and tell Squire that if I was to cut you a slice, only if I'm saying that you wouldn't mind looking the other way.
I won't help you, Squire. And it's dangerous to improvise, brother. You taught me that.
A whiskey, baby, and don't be stingy.
Julie.
What are you two guys up to? Getting into the party spirit?
Would you introduce me to this marvelous woman, Billy?
Juliet, Squire Vance.
I remember. How are you, Squire?
I think the sun just came out.
And the wolf with it?
Mm-mm. The wolf only comes out with a full moon, baby.
That's not all you're full of.
Everybody doubts my intentions. I don't believe it.
Maybe your mask is slipping, Squire.
What do you say, lovely lady? Ready to show me around the town?
I'd love to, but the fellow I'm supposed to meet, I think he'd find you a bit of a crowd. Charming, but crowd.
Oh, hello, Miranda. I'm glad you called. Come in. We'll rehearse our interview.
Miranda? Connie, where have you been?
Where do you think?
What? I can't hear you.
I spent the night with a friend.
Oh.
Peter.
Good morning.
You and me, possibly. However, I just ran into Billy Griffin, and he looks as if he hasn't slept in a week.
That's a long story.
I have lots of time. I live over the store.
All pretty much right.
Right there. No, I'm so jumpy thinking about my folks arriving. I wrote and told them I was an executive here.
Don't you think you should be honest with them?
If my mother discovers I'm nothing but a bellman, it'll break her heart.
Roberto, you're not just a bellman. You're a bellman at the St. Gregory.
Am I boring you?
No, it's just that I'm due on at 9 o'clock.
We can finish this tale some other time, huh?
Go on. You were telling me about the first time.
Right, okay. Well, the first time this dude from the neighborhood, I was telling you about, cut me into the action. He said to me, he said, kid, it's gonna be simple. He said, either the both of us will grab the cash and have $50 apiece in our pockets, or we'll be in jail.
You and Billy, you could be brothers.
Well, we were like brothers in the joint.
I think it's really terrific that you were both able to start life over again.
I'm working on it. Oh, come on, this is something like a soap opera, a bad one at that.
You're a sweet guy, Squire. I gotta hustle. I get off at 4.
I found out your friend Vance is in need of credit history. Is it possible he's an alumnus of your old alma mater?
Look, I told you I won't let him pull anything in the St. Gregory.
By yourself? You gonna watch over the vault, the jewelry cases Mrs. Cabot saved, the payroll truck? I think it's time you stop playing Lone Ranger.
Look, Squire was more than just a cellmate. He
what?
Keep an eye on him.
Come on, baby, a little something, huh? You gotta keep up strength.
Remember when I was 13 and stopped playing the piano?
You were very good.
I gave it up because it was interfering with cheerleading practice. And now I'm trying to become the biggest cheerleader of them all.
I would hardly express it that way, honey. This is what we wanted, isn't it?
I spent the night with Garrett Rhodes. I slept with the damn judge. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? That's what you wanted, isn't it?
What do you think, Kai?
I think it will do nicely, ma'am.
I appreciate this, Mrs. Keppel, but I'm
No,
just
it's no bother at all. You see, management personnel at this hotel just doesn't wear double knit, Roberto.
How did you know?
Hector told me. He was worried. He was worried that I might fire you, passing yourself off as an executive.
So you won't tell Mr. McDermott?
Not if you don't.
Well, for God's sakes, where have you been, Miranda?
But just as soon we not talk right now.
I don't understand this. How could you do such a thing?
How could I do such a thing?
Yes.
I seem to remember you saying, be nice to him, Miranda.
I meant for you to be nice to one of the judges so he wouldn't favor any of the other girls. I did not mean for you to sleep with him.
Terrific. I've disappointed you again.
I think you're refusing to take responsibility for your own behavior, Miranda.
You know something, Mother? You're right. I haven't taken responsibility for my own life since I was 3. All my life I've been parading my body to please you.
To please me.
But I never could. You're never satisfied. I'm never good enough for you. Well, I was plenty good enough for you last night.
All I ever wanted in life was for you to be a beautiful young woman.
I'm bored of being beautiful. I'm sick of it. And that's not all I am, anyway.
What is it that you want, Miranda? Do you want to end up like me? With a lousy little typing job? Always wishing that you... Maybe you'd like to marry the first guy that comes along and tells you all the pretty little things in life that you'd like to hear. Is that what you want?
I live in hotel rooms, Mother, with you. That's worse than being alone. Be honest, Mother. This is your fantasy, not mine.
Roberto, you are in charge of all this?
Well, not all of it, Mother.
Oh.
Got a minute, Julie?
Sure. What's up?
Well, listen. Do yourself a favor. Stay away from Squire Barron's.
I thought he was your friend.
You don't know this guy.
And you do?
He's a thief. I think he might try something here.
You know, I didn't expect this of you, Billy. Squire's been through hard times, but he's got his act together now. Doesn't he deserve a second chance?
Not to hurt you or me. Julie, I'm just telling you what I know.
And you've done all you can, haven't you?
I'm so glad they had this book. I've been wanting it for weeks.
Great.
Thanks, David.
Sure.
Honey. You look great.
And by the time we got to the fix store, they were closed.
We?
Well, Sharon needed a lift to the library, and I was on my way to the library, so...
You want to have breakfast? Go to McDonald's.
I thought security was my responsibility.
Everything under this roof is my responsibility. I think you've forgotten that.
It's Squire Vance, isn't it?
I want to know what you owe him.
Who says I owe him?
Well, since he walked into this hotel, you've been talking him out of the side of your mouth.
Maybe you think I owe him keys to the vault.
Well, you said it. I didn't.
You still think of me as an ex-con, don't you? You think Squire snaps his fingers and I run back to him?
I think he thinks that.
Do you think I'd help him rob the St. Gregory?
No, don't. But I'd be a damn fool if I left the key in the lock.
Going without sleep is one thing, but a body has to eat, eh, Mr. Griffin?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Cabot.
Oh, no, it's all right. I like a kitchen raid myself now and again. What is that?
It's peasant omelet.
A peasant omelet, Mr. Griffin, is made with potatoes, not onions.
Whose omelet is this, anyway?
Suit yourself.
You didn't come down here to raid the bridge, did you, Mrs. Cabot? Came looking for me.
You flatter yourself.
I'm sorry.
But you're right. I hope your instincts are as good when it comes to dealing with Mr. Vance.
You know about that, huh? Figures.
I'm concerned, Mr. Griffin. For you.
I'll handle it.
Oh, I'm sure. I just hope you remember that today, right now, is all that matters. Yesterday's gone, and no one owns tomorrow.
Squire Vance took a knife and gut to save my life, Mrs. Cabot. That's why I owe him. He's the reason that for me, it isn't tomorrow.
Number one, I want you to follow the new queen all the way down the aisle, all right?
The thermostat was short in the coil, and a clip spring on the riser is connected.
Are you going to be here all day?
Oh, sorry. Thanks, Sharon. I never would have thought you could do something like this.
Oh, I do stereos, too.
I'll keep that in mind.
Hello, David.
Christine, I was just,
I think Megan's looking for you.
Megan.
Has anyone been down to fix the shower?
Oh, I've been meaning to, but I'm still on this toaster.
Hello, Miranda. Is everything okay?
Miss Francis, can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
How did you get to do what you do?
I saw an ad in the classifieds.
The classifieds? 100 people must have seen that ad.
And they were all lined up in the corridor when I got here.
I'd freak out.
I did. For a minute. Then I don't know what came over me. But I wanted this job so badly. I grabbed McDermott's lunch tray from the room service waiter, wheeled it into the executive suite, and just kind of acted as if I belonged.
Pretty smart.
Chalk it up to desperation.
I think it's impossible, then give up.
Well, sometimes if you think of 6 impossible things before breakfast, one of them might come true. You'll be great.
Thanks.
I fear this is the end of La Grande Illusion.
McDermott.
Rupert, I'm sorry to intrude with your parents here, but I really need you to sign these.
Sign? Me?
Well, the contractors have to have your approval before they can go ahead with the work on the new wing.
Oh, of course. Yes. There you go. And tell the architect that I'll give him a call in the morning, huh?
What? Oh, sure. Thanks, Roberto. I don't know how we'd manage without him. Excuse the interruption.
Salud.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host of tonight's ceremonies, Mr. Army Archer. Thank you. Thank you very much. And welcome again to the St. Gregory Hotel and the crowning of this year's Miss Golden Coast. And without any further delays, let's meet tonight's 12 finalists.
And I don't believe we could achieve world peace without it.
Thank you, Miranda. We've enjoyed your answers. Now, do you have any questions for the judges?
I have a question for Mr. Rhodes. Can you tell me why you enjoy being a judge in a beauty contest?
As you know, Miranda, I'm a firm believer in closing the generation gap, and I'm dedicated to doing my bit.
I know Mr. Rhodes won't mind if I share with everyone something he told me earlier. This is Mr. Rhodes' last appearance as a judge. Personal considerations make it impossible for him to continue. I know we'd all like to thank him for his dedication.
How did you know? I get a coffee break in 15 minutes.
It's a date. Hey, Julie, look, let me in the vault. I miss my Rolex.
Sure thing, as soon as the other guy comes out. House rule, one visitor at a time.
Oh, come on, baby. You mean I won't get to see the crowning of Miss Golden Coast?
Sorry, Squire.
I really need to get into the vault, Julie.
Squire, don't be like this. You don't want to give me the wrong idea, do you?
Open up, okay?
Tell you what, I'll put Billy to come and take you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to present our winner, Mr. George Christie.
It's a great pleasure to be here tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
And it is now my privilege to present Miss Golden Coast 1983, Miranda Hardwick.
It ain't the job of a courier to be a hero, my man. Here we go.
You lousy.
Sounds like I just fell off your pedestal, baby. Give me that. Still.
Warned you not to improvise, Squire.
Hey, Billy, there's $2 million worth of blank industrial certificates in here, man. Fresh from the prints. All we have to do is write our names on the dotted line.
What, you gonna be commando?
We used to be friends, my brother.
There was 2 other guys, Squire. Now all I see is a pretty face and a pretty mouth, and I'm pretty sick of both of them.
I'll catch you later, man.
Give it up, Squire! Admit it! I ain't your brother no more.
You be sure and stay out of the sun because the suntan looks good except around the eyes. Sure you want it this way?
I won $10,000. I don't know how or where, but I'm gonna make it work for me. You, Mother. You wanted it more than I did.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm so sorry it took me so long to understand. You have to go.
I have to live my own life. Goodbye, Mother. Mom? I do love you.
Oh, baby.
You're a lucky lady, Mrs. Kendall. I just hope someday I meet a man as sweet as your Dave.
I mean, you weren't really after her.
Dave? You thought I was... Why, he's a married man.
Yes, he is.
Bye.
Bye.
Julie? I was just thinking about Squire.
You know, it's terrible when love doesn't live up to your dreams.
I know a lot about that.
Billy,
What in the hell ever possessed you to jump Vance while he's holding that cannon?
I don't know. It think maybe a bit of the old neighborhood show.
Well, I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
You right. The Lone Ranger got my dumb.
By the way, Mrs. Cabot wanted to know if you were available for lunch.
We got a staff meeting, Mom?
Just you. Said something about wanting to fix you an authentic peasant something.